thank you everybody for joining us for this week's Thursday 30. We've got Paige Halpern, who's the Partnerships Manager from NurChat with us. She's actually in Colorado, so early morning in Colorado. Paige is going to talk about how Glint can create high quality visual supports quickly and easily. If you've got any questions for Paige, if you could just type them into the chat and we'll answer them at the end of the session. So yeah, so thank you, and over to you, Paige.
Awesome. Thanks, Annabelle. Appreciate the introduction. I'm super excited to show you all a little bit about Glint, and that's the software. So our company is called NurChat, and the software is called Glint, just to clear that up a little bit. So yeah, excited to be here on this Thursday 30. Thanks for having me all the way here in Colorado. It's early 8:30 in the morning, but super excited to show you a little bit more about it. So our mission here with Glint is, like Annabelle briefly said, to make visual making ridiculously easy, save providers' times while also continuing to support our students' learning outcomes. So I'm kind of just going to share my screen and show you a little bit about how, like, some of my favorite features, what you can make with Glint. And at the end, I'll be sharing a link. And with this link, anyone who is attending can sign up for a 30-day free premium trial. And yeah, get playing around, see if you like it. And of course, we're always here to answer any additional questions. Okay, well, let's have some fun with it. So I am going to share my screen, and we were troubleshooting a little bit. Right now, the sound doesn't seem to be working, but I have messaged our tech support, so hopefully they get that fixed. If not, I'll explain it all. All right, so here I go, sharing screen. All right, I'm going to move me here so I can make this bigger for us all. All right, welcome to Glint. Every time that you log onto our website into your account, you will be taken to this homepage. And some things to point out here is we have all of our different templates right now lined up. And we have simple grid, social stories, all the things that I will be getting into in a little bit. But every time you log on, it will default to a simple grid. And you see here in the middle, then I'm moving a little bit along to the right, and I see this 4x3. Now, I want to change this grid size, which I can now do super easily. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag along here, again, really easy, and make it a 3x3. And then I'm going to go here, and I work with a lot of younger kids, so I'm going to change this to elementary. So you have the ability to change, to really curate and personalize this simple grid. Now, for the fun part, we're going to come here to this text bar, and this is our one-stop shop to making any type of visual that you would like with any type of theme. So for the sake of today, I'm going to go in and just type in fishing trip. Fishing trip. All right, and all I'm doing is pressing enter. And now what Glint is doing is thinking about making a 3x3 simple grid about a fishing trip. All right, and within seconds, Glint has made this board for us, which is like super awesome, super quick. I really didn't have to do it. They do all the heavy lifting. And now if they have, fixed my sound for today, when I click on each of them, it should speak. So what Glint does is it incorporates AAC principles. We're not here to replace an AAC device, but just, make it so that it's similar to maybe if one of our students does have an AAC. So it has visual, text, and voice output. So that's the most simple thing here. But let's say, I don't like one of these pictures. So maybe, I don't know, maybe river. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do at the top is go to my edit visuals. And before I change the picture, I just want to show you could do a simple drag and drop. So I want river to now be in the middle of the page, really easy to move it around. And let's say I was like, I don't want 3x3, I want more. You could add rows, add columns. But I'm going to click on this river picture because I don't love it. And Glint has over 50,000 stick images to choose from right here. So I'm scrolling through, I'm already seeing something I like a bit better. Let's say not good enough. We also have the ability to search for Google images by the click of a button. So now I'm looking here. Oh, my student really likes realistic images, so I'm going to choose this river right here. I selected it. We are loading. And boom, I have changed that image to a Google image instead. Then a few more things that we could do here. You could change the background color if you'd like. You could change the border color, but I'm good with it. So I'm going to just click done, and I have my river. A few more editing options up at the top. We could hide our images if we just want the words. We could hide the text if we just want the image. And of course, here we have a lot more options, again, to personalize it, where you could change the speaking voice. If you want to change it to a female, or you could change the skin tone, again, to really personalize it to each individual that you're working with. We have different fonts, Open Dyslexic for those who have dyslexia. So yeah, few editing options here. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this simple grid. But now, how are providers using this simple grid? That's where we go when we click the share button. And we have a few options here. One of our most popular is our download. You can make this into a worksheet for the student, add a title if you'd like, name field. And then also, one of my favorites is you have the ability to copy this link right here at the top. So now it says link copied, and I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to share this tab instead. I'm pasting this link, and now you're able to open up this simple grid onto any web browser. The person who's opening up the link, let's say you're going to text this link to a parent, email this link to another provider that you're working with to share it, they don't need an account. So anyone could have access to this as long as you're sharing the link. So I really like that feature. It makes it really easy to share. And now let's go back. All right, share this tab. So we're back at our sharing options. And then we also have this QR code right here with anyone, and anyone could scan that and open up the board there too. So if we'd like, we could try that out if someone has a phone and wants to scan it and just make sure that it works. Oh, Annabelle, awesome, thank you. All right, so why don't you scan it? Let us know how it goes.
Yep, that has worked. That's pretty cool,
Right.
actually. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're working with many older students. It's a really important skill to be able to do this. I don't like in restaurants a lot. Now the menu's on a QR code. So again, also teaching some of those life skills too. And then, yeah, open up to whatever visual support you are working on. All right, so those are some of our sharing options. Now let's go ahead, and that's just our simple grid. So I'm going to home. To get to the home page, you could click this. Looks good. Awesome. Thanks, Catherine. Great. You're on your phone. Hold on. Someone said that it would not scan. Oh, you're on the video's on your phone. No worries. Okay. So we're back at our home page. There definitely should be sound, and that I noticed that issue a little bit earlier. I just messaged our tech support to get that fixed for us. Let's see.
Yeah, Carly, we've got a problem with sharing the sound. It might work before the end of the session, but yeah, Paige is just going to say what the screen is saying.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's fine. I can't hear it on the phone. So I opened it on you shared it and I've opened it with a QR code, but there's no sound on that either. So I was just wondering
Right.
whether there should be.
It's likely an internal glitch that
Right.
they will be working on right now.
Okay.
I think they're both in meetings, so we will get that fixed and I'll let you know when that's back and going.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you. All right, so we are back at the home page and all right, thanks, Maureen. Awesome. I'm going to go to that view all and just show some of our other options. We have social stories, one of my favorites. We'll get into that. Task analysis, daily schedules, checklists, WH questions, minimal pairs, sentence strips, and fill in the blank. These are both new. We're constantly rolling out new templates. First, then recipes. This one's super fun. Bingo. Finally getting some of our TIC kids, a little bit more excited about their target words. So yeah, bunch to choose from. But for today, I'd like to show the social story. And again, I just selected it. Now you see it in the middle here. Instead of the grid size, we're going to choose the amount of lines that we want. So I'm going to choose 6. And then here we also have 17 different languages to choose from. So we can make any board have any of these languages. So for this, anyone work with a student who speaks another language that they see here on this list that we want to try out?
I'm sure that we work with lots of kids from all different places. What about Ukrainian?
Cool. Let's do it. All right. I'm choosing Ukrainian. We have social story. And then here, again, our one-stop shop to making whatever we would like. So I have you guys here in London, maybe visiting the London Eye. All right, now Glint is thinking about making a 6-line social story in Ukrainian about visiting the London Eye. Just for now, make it bigger. All right, and again, within seconds, we have our social story. And let's see, wait, this is fixed yet? Right. I'm wondering if it's something on my end. But again, for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into it right now. But it should say, I see the big London Eye in Ukrainian. And now, when you go to our speech section right here, you could either have it speak in English, Ukrainian, and right now it's speaking in both languages. So I'm going to go ahead and select English for now. And what's also cool about our social stories, up at the top right now, we're on our basic version. You could also change it to a book and have it, scroll through the book if you'd like. Again, the capsule moves up slowly. I see London from the top. I feel happy after the ride. So again, a quick, easy social story that it popped out for us, which is great. And again, same editing options. If you wanted to change the pictures, add pictures, change the text to be a little bit more of something that you'd like, you could easily go do that there. But another cool feature about Glint is that we do have this Glint Assistant here on the bottom left. And what the Glint Assistant could do is really, again, personalize the story a bit more depending on what that child liked or what's going on that day. So I'm going to really try and confuse Glint here and say, make it so that it's raining. Oops. And add a word in each line that starts with SH. So it's raining that day, and I have a student who's working on the SH sound. So, and you could also use this microphone button to record if you don't want to type it. I'm just typing it and pressing enter, and let's see what Glint does. All right, thinking hard here. We want it to rain and some SH words. That makes sense, not just random words. All right, I shelter from the sharp rain. I see the shiny London eye. I stand I stand in a sharp, short line. So maybe I would take out sharp there. Just depends on what you're looking for. And yeah, it said something about that it's raining that day. So again, pretty cool to personalize it, use that Glint assistant. AI's really helping us out these days, making things easy. So it's good to take advantage. But let's say I didn't like it. I didn't like what they did. I'm going to click undo, and I'm going to go into this beta button and tell them what they did wrong. And it'll send a text to one of our co-founders, and they'll get working on that right away. Okay, and again, similar sharing options, same thing. You could copy the link, send it to anyone. So if you're working on a specific story or idea and you want the parent to have it, quick link sent via email or text. And yeah, it's a great way to just streamline everything and make sure everyone's on the same page. Okay, so let's see. We did our simple grade. We did a social story. Those are the two I was planning to show for today. But again, with your free trial, there's lots to see and explore. And then also I did want to point out, we do have a library. This is our free library where you could pull from what other providers and other users are making. So if I don't want to go ahead and make my own thing, I'm just going to come in here, write maybe what I'm looking for, and I could pull straight from it. So that's really awesome. And lastly, on the side here, this is my personal account. So I like to create folders just to keep it a little bit organized. And yeah, so let's see. That is mostly of what I want to share. Some of my favorite features, some of the most popular features here. Hopefully get that voice output fixed ASAP. And yeah, so I'm going to stop sharing. And are there any questions for now?
I think there was a question from
yeah, let me.
Carly. It was about adding more languages, but I think when you went through, I did see quite a few more languages.
Yes, we have, I believe we add a lot. So if, let's say you request a language, we could definitely try and get that added for you. Carly, oh, yeah, awesome. Let me make a note of that.
Bear is asking, he thinks it's really cool and he can see how parents would benefit from it as well. And what's the cost of it?
So we have different plans. We have a monthly plan, and then we have an annual plan that's $150. However, let's say you're working with an organization
Is that US dollars?
US dollars, yes.
Yeah.
But they would work on, making sure that it's working for everyone, that, the price, everyone's comfortable with it, depending on the amount that we might be trying to get.
Cool.
And definitely get more into payment with Dylan. He's more in charge of that area, but happy to answer any basic questions like that.
Okay. I think we'll probably be doing a trial here anyway for a number of our teachers will probably want to trial it.
Awesome. Yeah, let me get that link.
Yeah, that would be good. Yes. Yeah, I know. I think Mary organized the training before, so it's possible that did anyone who's on this call do the training with that Mary organized before?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. So
awesome.
Did you get a free trial, Maureen, or yet?
Yeah, so everyone that was there was given that.
Oh, okay. Because I see we've got a couple of Charlton Park Academy teachers on the call, and they might like to get the free trial as well. So it would be good to have the link in the chat there. Gabriella and David, and I can send them the link if they, can't get it out of the chat. And also I was just wondering about spelling on there as well, because being US, is there the option to have UK spelling?
That is a really awesome question and a great idea to make sure that it is, consistent with
Yeah,
what your
because
students
there
are.
are a few differences, and would be really good to have a UK spelling option.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, definitely. I'm
yeah,
going to make a note
yeah,
of that and share with them as that is a great that's a great idea. And we will, want to make sure that it's the spelling that your students see.
yeah.
Awesome. All
Mm.
right. So spelling, adding some of these languages. Yes, the text on the boards can be edited. So in that edit option, you'll see, depending on what you're making, like a social story. Here, I'll show you on the social story.
I think Carly has just put in, I'm assuming these are languages, Carly, what Urdu, and I've never
Yes.
even heard of Pashto. That doesn't say much for my education, does it?
Yeah, they're both languages.
Yeah, definitely. We're rolling out languages. So I'll definitely put these in for us to start working on.
Thank you.
Cool. So how many languages are there on there at the moment?
Last I checked, I believe there were 17.
Okay, yeah, right. Pretty good, because I think, quite a few of the children that we support,
And then, let me show this section here for when you're, using your trial. So here are the languages. At the bottom, when you scroll all the way to the end, it says want other languages. Click here to request.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Love the language feature. I'm a therapist myself, and I work with lots of patients who speak a different language. And parents have just been blown away with how nice it is now to have that as a support.
Yeah, that would be really useful.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks really cool, and it looks like pretty, easy to use, which is really helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see how it'd be
super
really
easy.
Yeah, I can see how it'd be really useful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does anybody else have any more questions, or will we leave it there? Let me just see. Is there another? Oh, David's saying yes, he'd like a trial. Carly's saying, can the text on the boards be edited?
Yes, it definitely can be edited. Let me do a quick show of how to do this, just so, again, we want to feel here, leaving like experts that, and go use it with your free trial. So I'm going to share quickly here. So I've opened back up our social story, and I'm going to click edit visuals, and then I'm clicking on top of this text, and here you could change what it's going to be. So, I'm going to take away, I shelter from the rain. All right, there's an SH word in there. I don't need more. Okay, I shelter from the rain. There we go. So easily able to change that.
Oh, cool.
Similar with the other boards that
and when you edit the text, does it automatically change the pictures?
Did it just change the picture there?
I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't notice, but
no, I don't think so.
But
and again,
you can edit the picture if you want to there. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Like if we don't like this shelter, I don't know, getting under a house instead. Or again, shelter for rain. Yeah, and then just like that. Cool. If you want a more realistic image. So yes, easily.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's super easy, I think, which is beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. We want to cut down all the prep time, make this as seamless as possible.
Right, and Gabriella is also saying this looks fab, so that's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks very much, Paige, and I think we will leave it there for the day, and you can get on with the rest of your day.
Yep, we got a whole Thursday ahead of me, but it's all great. And I will message once we have that the sound fixed.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we want that voice output.
Okay. No
but was
worries.
everyone able to open up the link? So this link is where if you put in your information, you'll get that free trial, and you could share that with
I will
other.
email that out, and actually I might even put, if it's okay, to put that link on our recordings page
Yes,
and then
definitely.
other people, you know, if they want to get the free trial, they can. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, if there's any questions about how to use it, we are.
Carly's saying she got the free trial, but not the premium.
Not the premium.
Is that so what's the difference?
So you get more access. You can make more visuals on the account if you have the premium trial. So let me message them.
Do you
So
want to just send me the premium trial link, and then I'll make sure everybody gets it?
Yes. Let me get that from Dylan and Scott, and I'll get that over. And Scott will go in and he'll go and update some of those for you guys.
Great.
Cool.
All right then. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All
right. Thanks
day,
everybody for joining us. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.